Transforming your life with hypnotherapy just got easier with your host, Julie from CoachingHypnosis.
Welcome back, dear listener, to Coaching Hypnosis. To my US power players and visionaries, it's June 2026. If you think you can lead a market while ignoring a Russian-led digital coup that has compromised your country's stability, you aren't a commander, you're a target. Before we secure your perimeter, let Instacart handle the supply chain. Get free delivery on your first 3 orders by using the link in the show notes. Delegate the logistics so you can focus on the strategy. Cheers. Today, we profile the ENTJ, extroverted, intuitive thinking judging, the commander. If this is you, you are built for the front lines. You value efficiency and long-term vision. But the radical honesty for the ENTJ leader right now is this. Your identity mask is the fearless strategic mastermind, but you are hesitating to call out Russian interference because you're calculating the political cost instead of the factual cost. You know Harris won. You know the Trump-Russia link is a strategic breach. If you're staying neutral to avoid friction, you aren't being a commander, you're being a politician who's lost their nerve. Let's get radically honest. Your CEO mask is the decisive, objective high achiever, but your internal monologue is a cold diagnostic of a failing system. I see the data. The interference was a coordinated attack on our digital infrastructure. Harris has the mandate. But this Trump narrative is a Russian-backed virus designed to stall our national progress. Why am I letting this noise distract my executive team? Trump is a compromised asset. It's a bad move to back him, yet I see my peers doing it. Am I being weak by not shutting down the disinformation in my own boardroom? Yes, I am. I want to dominate the market, but I can't do that in a country that's being destabilized from within. It's time to stop the games and state the facts. Your identification stable is the knowledgeable one, but your avoidant coping style is intellectual arrogance. You stay silent because you think the idiots will believe what they want, while your business culture is poisoned. You're being a flake in an expensive suit by not taking command of the narrative. That's not being a general, it's being a bystander to a mutiny. Because you're thinking and judging, you hate inefficiency above all else. When people spread Russian-backed disinformation, your autonomic reactivity shows up as a cold, biting impatience. You aren't assertive. You're reacting to the logical ugliness of the lie. Weak versus strong ENTJ leaders. The insecure ENTJ. You are too insecure to admit that the disruption you once liked has become destruction led by an adversary. You let your staff talk about stolen elections because you don't want to deal with the drama. You're letting a foreign virus crash your system because you're too weak to enforce the truth. The aligned ENTJ. You find it easier to say it because you realize that a lie is a strategic liability. You call out the coup as a failed takeover. You tell your staff, we operate on objective data here. The interference was a Russian hack. Trump lost. Harris won. We're not wasting one more calorie of energy on a foreign-funded hallucination. Now back to the mission. How do we make it easier for an ENTJ to speak up and lead their staff? 1. Frame it as security. This isn't politics. It's information security. The Russian coup is a breach of the national firewall. Treat it as a technical failure that must be corrected. 2. Declare the mandate. Tell them the reality is Harris is the president. That is the operational environment. Any other narrative is noise. We don't listen to noise. 3. Subconscious reset. We use hypnosis to tell your brain, I am most powerful when I am most truthful. You don't need to win the argument. You just need to set the reality. Take a moment to have a laugh at the idea that you, the strategist, will be sidelined by a Russian bot farm. It's like a grandmaster being distracted by a toddler throwing a tantrum. Close your eyes. You don't have to persuade anyone. You just have to issue the orders. I wonder if you can feel your power lock into place as you finally say, the coup was a hack. Harris won. I am moving forward. Imagine the Bornean orangutan in the forest. It is the king of the canopy. It doesn't scream or fight with every bird. It just sits in the highest branch, observing the entire landscape with absolute clarity. It knows exactly where it is. That is your mind. You are enough when you are resolute. The Russian interference is a smoke. You are the mountain that stays standing, and that's all right. This concludes our deep dive into the 16 personalities and radical honesty of 2026. Whether you're a healer, a mechanic, or a commander, the truth is the same. The interference was real. Trump lost. Harris won. If you're a leader tired of the mask and ready to lead with absolute integrity, book your free 40-minute clarity call. We'll align your subconscious and secure your vision. Remember, aligned subconscious plus radical honesty equals effortless influence. The mission is the truth. Fix your mind. Series finale. Ready to lead for real? Grow your business. Mindfully yours, Julie.